jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports.
Hey, yo, shout out to the hottest chat in the MF game. A-Side official, no negotiations needed, period. You already know WCS back in the building. Let's get right down to it, man. Shout out to everyone that's supporting the channel. Dropped in already. I appreciate you. You know who you are. I'm going to get to the chat comments. First of all, I want to voice my concerns and grievances. Do you know how long I've been waiting for this mega card? And now Dubois falls out, Schofield falls out, and I'm absolutely pissed. I'm slapping goddamn tree branches. I'm shadowboxing heavyweights. I'm absolutely perturbed that these fighters are dropping out. We haven't even made it to the weigh-ins. You know what I mean? I'm absolutely destroyed. I caught the Greyhound bus over to Saudi, settled in, went to the market to buy some Lysol. No Lysol. I'm not here to get sick. You know what I mean? I say, hey, why is everyone getting sick? Who's cooking? So I went to the cafeteria, yeah? And I said, who's cooking? Who's the head chef? Come here. You bloody done. Fighters are getting food poison. And you're sitting on your buns. I'm fucking upset. I'm pissed. Get out of here. Right this minute, before I slap the goddamn color out your face. You're no longer welcome here in Saudi. Oh my God, yo. I am feeling some type of way. We've been talking about this card over and over and over again. Boxing is always up to the tricks that doesn't benefit the boxing fans for entertainment value. Real talk. We have Shakur Stevenson facing Paddy the Punisher. You know what I'm saying? Look, I can't sit up here and keep on, saying it's not Shakur's fault. He has no liability in it, but then turn around and this is a fight that people was really looking, going in there against a younger fighter. They was looking at it like, hey, we really want to see what Shakur got, has going on. You know what I'm saying? We want to see what's up with it. How he's going to look in here against a hungry Schofield. But it never happened that way, So we have to just deal with what we have left over. He's fighting Josh Patty. And to be honest, looking at this picture right here, I say to myself, last night I was here and I said, I was speaking to my mics. I said, listen, I heard you say 5'4", 64-inch reach. He's a tiny fella. Yeah, he's a tiny fella. But then, today, I see Shakur Stevenson face off in front of Joshua Patty the Punisher. And I say, Shakur's a small little fella too. I say, where did it all go? I mean, what's going on in Saudi? These fighters look like it's a mismatch. Yes, indeed. I say, what is going on? I don't feel safe anymore. Shakur Stevenson looked just as small as Patty's the Punisher. So with 4 knockouts, could we see a Saras that knocked out Homie Munguia? That's the only other fighter that I can say that has recently shocked the world. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be asshole, but this is a massive. This picture right here is massive. It's massive deception because Shakur is supposed to be much taller, longer reach, 68 inches, and Patty looked just as big as Shakur. Stevenson. Are we looking at a potential shocker from the electrician? Is Patty, has he wired his gloves? Has he did something special, put some transistors in it? So when he lands a punch on Shakur, Shakur goes to the canvas for the count. Do you know what I mean? Is this a shocker? I don't know about you, but I'm livid. I want to go up there and sign up for the Grand Prix myself. I want to enter. I went up and snatched the call of Mauricio. I say, Mauricio, I'm fucking pissed. I saved my money. I'm here. And the fight court's crumbling. I want to sign up for the Grand Prix, Mauricio. And I want you, a big Turk, to be my opponent. I'm knocking heads off. I'm slapping faces. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. For this fight card to be as heavy as it is, 2 of the main fights that people was looking for was one, Shakur Stevenson and Floyd Schofield, and then Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker. Daniel Dubois is a current reigning seated IBF world champion. Joseph Parker is a former WBO heavyweight champion. All of a sudden, I awaken aghast, short of breath. I'm saying to myself, how did another fighter get sick? And then I turned and I said, does this bring any more clarity to Schofield being sick? Yeah, Schofield, they was basically roughing him up a bit, saying he was a liar. But Schofield, he's looking a little better now because Dubois has came ill. He has dropped out and become ill. So the fight may potentially be off. I know they wasn't at the presser. So now they're looking for a replacement and they're mentioning names like a Coley. Okay? They're looking for heavyweights out there because, it's easy for heavyweights to come step up to the plate. You know what I'm saying? So they're out there looking for replacement opponents. So let's go to what they had to say from Boxing Scene, right? But looking at this lineup right here, I'm absolutely beside myself. I really want to go out there in public and put hands on somebody, even my own shadow. This is Boxing Scene, new format. I like it. Floyd Schofield tested Bovada at his own request after fears of being poisoned. Okay? People are on Schofield with criticism, saying that the hospital found nothing wrong. His test results came back negative for potential poison or anything that would be considered adverse. All right? So what he did, he requested to be tested. It's his own request by Voluntary Anti-Doping Association, VADA, in Riyadh. The 22-year-old was due to challenge WBC lightweight champion Shakur Stevenson on the last crescendo, even only to start to feel unwell Tuesday, hours before he was due to appear at the grand arrivals. Okay? Doctors from the BBBOC, the commissioners of the card, observed Schofield at 6:30 p.m. local time. A source close to the situation told Boxing Scene that Schofield's symptoms was non-specific but concerning enough for him to immediately transfer to the hospital and declare unfit to fight. Unfit, y'all. Schofield and his team remain convinced, okay, it gets a little juicy, that he was poisoned. Schofield and his team remain convinced that he was poisoned. His father, Floyd Schofield Sr., posted a video of the boxer in the hospital, even alleging that someone had tried to kill his son. That's deep. For real. This is different boxing aquatics now. You're not putting on snorkeling gear when somebody say you tried to kill my son. No, you're going deep. You know, the real animals and creatures go deep where it's dark. When you're in them boxing aquatics, because there's a lot of stuff that happen in the shallow waters of boxing. For real. We see it all the time. We see fighters floating on the surface, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay afloat, gasping for air. And then you see some that get drowned. And they're trying to say their son was, somebody tried to kill him. That's serious shit. It said by Wednesday evening, Schofield's condition had returned to normal, suggesting of being spiked seem extreme, but according to the sources of Saudi Arabia, that remains a possible explanation considering the symptoms that were observed. The BBBOC will complete their own investigation once test results have been analyzed. Stevenson will now fight substitute. Hold up. Josh Patley, aka Patty the Punisher. Yes, the electrician who arrived in Saudi Arabia on Wednesday and is ranked number 12 at the lightweight by the WBC after defeating Mark Chamberlain in September. So I know a lot of you all was kind of hoping and wishing this fight take place, but now you get an electrician. At least he's bringing a spark to the fight. When you say, at Wednesday open workout, Stevenson said that Schofield was draw. I was kind of expecting it. I knew the kid was scared from the start. I knew he was scared from the jump. When I seen him, he was definitely scared. So Shakur is saying that Schofield was scared, which, if someone's going to question punching power or the percentage or grip strength that was also notated, and it seems like a promo setup if you look at it, somebody who's squeezing a whopping 33 kilograms. Look, I've had my share in the lab. At one time, I thought I was going to be what you call a inspiring scientist. So I used to put shit up under the microscope. I've seen organisms, bacteria that has more grip strength than Shakur Stevenson. For real. I've seen fungi. I've seen shit that you had to see under the microscopic glass to actually understand how significant it is. I've seen organisms choking each other out that had more grip strength than Shakur. I mean, I don't know why he did it, but now it's up to Paddy the Punisher to take full advantage of Shakur Stevenson. 33 kilograms worth of cotton ball pulling, intensive, wet, soft, mushy, you know what I'm saying, one tendon, hold your breath, squeeze your core type of grip strength. You know what I'm saying? Baby in the carriage with a rattler type of grip strength. Seriously. I think a prayer mantis has been on record as having more grip strength, but neither here nor there. That's up to Paddy the Punisher, who came on deck Wednesday. I can only imagine how he's feeling, but he seems to be okay. You know what I'm saying? Paddy the Punisher seems to be feeling okay. Let me let you listen to what Mr. Paddy the Punisher had to say, because I like Ring. Ring gets the interviews immediately. God damn, they get the interview immediately. They are on time with this mother. Let me let you listen to a little audio. I'm trying to get back. In the meanwhile, let me take this down, and I want to put back up there the size difference between Shakur Stevenson and Paddy the Punisher. Not too much of a height disparity here. When you look at arms, you know an electrician, they have strong hands, they have strong forearms, wrists, biceps. They're working with their hands all the freaking time. So that may be a plus for Paddy the Punisher. His hair seemed to be well groomed. Remind me of Mikey Garcia when he fought Spence. Okay, reminds me of you know. Let me give me a minute. It'll come to me. It reminds me of damn. What was that? What was that boxer name? I mean, I'm talking about hair never moved when he got knocked out. Mikey Garcia hair never ever moved when he was taking those punches on the chin from Spence. Hugo Centeno Jr. Yeah, his type of hair. Paddy's hair seemed to be in place. You know what I'm saying? Came in there with the gruffy, expendable like beard, like he just left the set. I don't know, Shakur, he looks a little tired and sleepy. I know that weight cut is damage with him, but I expect Shakur to go in there and get it done. Seriously, it's no way that you're gonna have me up here saying that Paddy is gonna go in there and basically commit a Saras on Hammy McGill, who I've always said, I've been on record. I said Hammy McGill was like the Zorro of boxing. He comes into a division, nobody knows it. He has these fights, become champion, nobody knows it. And finally he got exposed. This Hammy McGill wanted to fight 30 times in 1 year, wearing his body down, and goes in there with somebody with the same knockouts as Paddy the Punisher and got stopped. Now, since I know English, it's my first, second, and third language, I have to ask myself, is it a possibility for Paddy the Punisher to go in here and stop Shakur Stevenson? I mean, I'm saying frame for frame. I don't know what Paddy's weight is right now. Frame for frame, Paddy doesn't look that much smaller than Shakur, and they will be contending at 135-pound weight limit of the lightweight division. You tell me. You know, the electricians always working with their hands, wrists, forearm. They're always doing something with their hands, bro. Does he have enough off the cuff to go in there and give Shakur Stevenson a run for the night? I don't know. To be honest, I'm gonna be absolutely honest. I don't know, but bear with me. I'm really trying to. Okay, here we go. My good friend Mike, my good friend Patty, I want to basically let you hear the audio of my good friend Patty the Punisher. Okay? I'm not going to show the video. All right? I'm just going to basically let you hear the audio of the interview they did with Patty the Punisher to kind of give you a bit more of a familiarity in the short frame that we have since it's Thursday before he weighs in. So they hurry up and got it out the way. I'm pretty sure Patty has to go in here and find somebody that has been a how can I put this the light way? A chronic but recovering eating disorder, bulimic type of person, that show him how to basically regurgitate all the food out and then go to the scales. It's gonna hurt, but we can get you there. Here we go.
Tuesday were normal until 6 o'clock. I'd got up and gone to work and stuff as usual. And then my manager Tom had rang me saying, "You're not going to believe phone call that I just had. What's your weight? Quick jump on scales now." And I was like, "Why?" And he's like, "You need to jump on weight and tell me jump on scales and tell me your weight." So we did. And he was like, "I've just had a call for Stevenson. His opponent's out. They want you." So obviously, then it were a case of ring the nutritionist straight away, make sure we can do it safely. And
see what I told you? They said bring the nutritionist. See, the nutritionist is gonna come in there, and they're gonna have a plunger in their hand. They're gonna say, "Hey, Patty, as many fighters done went through what I'm about to put you through, but we got to get some of that old food out of your system. You know what I'm saying? We got to get that gut bacteria. We got to clean out the kidneys, all that shit, intestines. We got to get all that cleared out. I'm gonna lightly shove this down your throat, okay? And you're gonna go through a chronic session of vomiting. But we need you, the lightest, easiest opponent, to face Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? Somebody is not a burly brawler, because we don't want his hands to be messed up, because people are hoping that Tank calls him out after the Lamont Roach fight. So we need you to be on weight for this fight.
Obviously healthy and everything, and then went into negotiation, and after about 40,000 laps at kitchen and me pacing up and down, I think it was 10:25 that night, we got the if you can get through the next day, because I had 2 little hiccups to do, one thing with my medical and then one thing with the check weight. If you can get through these tomorrow, we'll book you a flight. So yeah, crazy.
That was Patty the Punisher, man, the electrician. What I just put up there, right, is Patty the Punisher's knuckles. Look at those knuckles now. Do that provide you the set of knuckles that may potentially be in there for the upset? Look at those knuckles, man. Now that look like it can be the cast of some brass knuckles. It looked way healthier than Shakur's knuckles, I'll tell you that. Patty has those knuckles that he's been punching on hard surfaces, walls, cement, rice, rocks. You know what I'm saying? Porcelain. He looks like his hands look like they're ready to go, bro. Those look like boxing knuckles, man. Seriously. They look like they have a little bit of calcified buildup on them, but hopefully it's not too much for him to come in there and have his best night against Shakur. I mean, he definitely have to make weight. He said he had to pass medicals. I'm pretty sure he's been on the toilet. Man, I swear, he's probably been shitting ever since he got on the flight over to Saudi, and he's gonna be shitting all the way until the damn scales when they call him out. You know what I'm saying? He's probably gonna have to wear a pull-up or something, so shit won't drip down his leg when he get on the scales. They're gonna try their damnedest to hold that fight together. Patty's gonna come in that motherfucker. He gonna have very limited liquid in his body. He's gonna be shitting all night, all day, yo. Just so he can go in there and make that weight. Now, he doesn't seem like a big fella. But still, if he was 140 when they made the call, then he still has some pounds to drop. And a lot of people are hoping and praying that Shakur Stevenson is able to even grace the stage. Why do I say that? This is why I say what I say. Because right now, if you have been paying attention around the platforms and all that, there's a lot of individuals that have somehow re-entered the Shakur fan base pool. Once again, somehow, some way, they took Floyd Schofield, the energy from his father, because if you remember last year, they was hating on Shakur big time for being boring, people walking out, a sleepy fighter. Oh man, they was hating on him. And then now you got the Schofields have became the villain. Why? Because there's a lot of stuff that people don't know on what exactly happened. He fell ill. Now, a boxer who softens that blow for the Schofields just a little bit is Daniel Dubois, because he has gotten sick so much to the point where he's not even fighting, bro. So now Shakur Stevenson has somehow regained the trust and fake love from his previous fans that abandoned him. Then they back on his side. Oh man, this boxing fan base, the community is so phony. Because for one, Tank is on the horizon, right? Tank is out there looming on the horizon. We're on the eve. We're just a week out, a little over a week from Tank stepping in there with Lamont Roach. They've been hating on Tank for fighting Roach forever and a day. But Shakur is pretty much designated and assumed that he would go in there and take care of Paddy the Punisher. They're hoping and praying, and that's why they've pretty much, once again, selected their light-skinned fighter. It was before 2 brown-skinned fighters. Now they have to make a selection with their 2 light-skinned fighters, whether they want to support Shakur or they want to support Tank. It seems like the Tank fans, they know who they got. They know El Chin Checker. They know what he's about. He's solid. You're going to get what you get from him. We expect him to go in there and stop Roach. For Shakur, there's a lot of question marks that's frolicking around. The avenues of doubt. How long will it take for Shakur Stevenson to spark Paddy the Punisher, the electrician, out? Is he capable of sparking him out with the way his hands is, with a whopping 33 kilograms of grip strength? A lot of us are eager to know, how would this turn out for Shakur? What does he need to do, respectfully? As I was discussing this convo with my colleagues last night on the panel, we was trying to figure out through our own internal investigative measures, right? We was trying to say, what does Shakur need to do to set up a proper type of buzz when Tank wins and he calls out Shakur? You know what I'm saying? To give Tank the motivation to say, you know what, I want to call out Shakur Stevenson. What does he have to do with Paddy the Punisher? It got to be 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds. It has to go no more than 6. What? Seriously, what needs to happen? That's where we at with it. What needs to happen? So this is one area I can take you to right here. All right. Because I don't have no reason to dislike Paddy. I like him. You know what I'm saying? He seems like an okay mate, man. You know, makes me want to be an electrician someday in my older years. But he's 15-04 knockouts, right? So his last knockout, Shakur, his last knockout was against a guy called Connor Lee Doherty. If you don't know who Connor was, He's a goddamn local cowboy down here on the farm out there, 2 blocks down off Cincy Street. Yes, that's Jesse's son. Yeah, that's Jesse's son right there, Connor Doherty. His last TKO there, Shakur, he stopped the guy in 4 rounds. And that was in across the pond. Connor Doherty was 5-2. 5-2. So let me go back to his resume. He has fought a fighter who has more experience than Shakur. Those fighters also had records that was unbalanced. Okay? Let me just give you a breakdown. And in order for me to do this, I have to show it to you. Because this day and time, these fight fans want to be shown. So let me show you right quick some information that you might need to see heading until you're betting for this weekend. Okay? Let's look at Josh Patley. Okay? You pay attention. You be respectful, okay? You be respectful. This is Josh Patley, 29 years of age. Okay? If you go down and you look at Shakur Stevenson, who has 22 professional fights, if we stroll all the way to the base of ground zero, where Paddy the Punisher started his career, his first opponent, Mike, is it May? Does it say 5-81? We have to click on this man. 5-81? There's an opponent in there that's way more experienced than Shakur Stevenson, yo. And when you know, look at this right here, yo. Look at this. It's called the Devil Child. The Devil Child. You know, when you have a fighter called the Devil Child with 156 bouts, Shakur, you does not have a fighter on your resume with 156 bouts. When the last time he fought? February 2023. God damn. Look, this is what I'm talking about. Boxing is a cold-hearted, deceptive, ominous, malicious. Don't ever trust boxing. Look at this. They have people that can come into the sport and they alias is the Devil Child and they don't get fined for it. This man has 156 fights, yo. This is what Paddy fought. Okay? Then next, 2-53-1. Ali. He has an Ali on his record, yo. That's what I'm talking about, Shakur. You can't be underestimating this dude. Let's check out Naeem. Let me take this down. My bad, y'all. My bad. I forgot that. I said, let me go back and check. But check this out. I want to go back to this guy. Look at this dude, right? This guy, Hami Quinn. 143-2. Listen to this, y'all. Are you looking at his knockouts? 0. You know what I mean? Gosh, unbelievable. What a cheese knob of a puncher. 0. 10 wins, 143 losses, 2 draws, 7. At least we praise this, mate. 7 knockouts out of 143 losses. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. 100, look at this. 156 fights. Do Shakur Stevenson have a chance? This man is nobody on his record that has this type of experience. Check this out. Naeem Ali, he has an Ali on his record. Look at this. 3, and where's these fighters at? They're over there in the UK. 3 wins, 2 knockouts, 136 losses, 7 knockouts. Oh, you bloody out your goddamn, are you insane? 1 draw. Are you insane? What do you mean? Is it just me, people? Is it just me? This dude is still fighting. There's no way he can be over here in the U.S. Look at this. Look at the Christmas tree. Look at this Christmas tree. Look at it. It's red. Look at it. No green for miles. One little ornament. Look at the ornament. TKO ornament. Look at that. And then it goes back to this straight red. Where's the Visine? Somebody put some Visine on this racket. My eyes are goddamn itching. Look at this, y'all. This exists in the sport of boxing, y'all. You have individuals, you have the U.S. fight fans who's up here thrashing the shit out their fighters just because they got 1 or 2 losses. And you have fighters across the pond that are hibernating, that are in seclusion. You will never know. 140 bouts already. Paddy the Punisher is ahead of Shakur Stevenson by the experience that he has fought. Wow. Look at this, y'all. Leon Richards, 12-61 when Paddy the Punisher fought him. What he is now? Oh my God. 12 victories, 1 KO, a single whopping speck. A speck of a KO. What is his grip strength? I want to know. It looked like he has some big hands, forearms. What is his goddamn grip strength? 1 whopping knockout with 95 losses. Unbelievable. And you know what his alias is? Rocco. 12 wins, 95 losses, y'all. This is where we at with it. U.S. fans, you need to stop dogging out your fighters so much. Man, come on. Have you seen this on somebody's record? So this is what's going to happen. Being that I'm the only one who actually examined Paddy the Punisher's record, okay? People are not going to care. WCS, he won it. Ain't nobody caring about that shit, nigga. You out here trying to start shit, man. Let that man fight Shakur, man. Let him get his paycheck and all that. But it's up to me, content creator. I'm looking at him. I said, no, Mike. We got to have a discussion, Mike. It's no way that Paddy has this much experience. Let's look at Jordan Ellison. 15 victories, Mike. 1 knockout. 15 fucking losses. Are you out your mother effing mind? I be goddamn. I don't say it. This is rubbish bullets. 56 losses, yo, and been stopped 9 times. 5 draws. 29. Look, 76 bouts. And he's only 29 years old. Look at the Christmas tree, yo. One thing we can say, I love the blue ornaments. I absolutely do. Look at the red, blended with 1 grain. I don't know, what is it? Dollar Tree is not selling green ornaments no more, is it not? I'm looking at the red again. Red. Red's not good. Believe it or not, red's not good, mate. Look at this. Look at it. Paddy the Punisher is a killer. He's a killer. You understand me, Shakur? Are you understanding me? You in there with a straight cohorted killer. This man has been in here with way more experience than Shakur Stevenson will ever face in his boxing career. I have to take a breath. Because this guy right here, you see him? You see that guy right there? I think his name is Ezekiel. Gregoris across the pond, 2-5, and then you have Brian Marina, 13-22-1 when Paddy fought him. 15 victories, 55 losses from Nicaragua. The Nicaragua. You know what I'm saying? 71 bouts. Look, y'all. This is what I like exploring. You know what I'm saying? This is where I like just going, into other countries and going down the alleyways because you find everything you're looking for. If these fighters were somehow located on the U.S. footprint, just because they're neighboring fighters, they probably won't get the hate that if it was a black or a Caucasian or a Mexican fighter. I don't know. But to see this many fighters on Paddy the Punisher's resume with this type of experience, and they're not even 30 years old. Jesus. Jesus! 15 victories, 55 losses, 1 draw, with 9 knockouts. Look, you have to praise the young fella. 3 knockouts out of 55 losses. Somebody give this man an award. Look at this. Once again, Rojo. We see the red. We see the ink blots. The blood. We see everything dripping red. Look, for days, miles. And then there you go. The 99-cent green ornament. A 9-0 fighter. He beats an undefeated 9-0 fighter. Huh? What? Look at this. Oh my God. Boy, it's amazing when you go diving deep. You're not going to find this on the surface. You got to go deep. You got to take the effort. God damn. Look, Christian Narvaez. When Paddy the Punisher fought him, 16 victories, 37 defeats, hosted by 6 draws. Let's click on his record. Can y'all see? Can y'all see? This man has 108, y'all. He has 108 bouts, y'all. Look at this, 108 bouts, man. He's from Italy. He's 30 years old. What does this all mean? 13 years old, he's 108 bouts. Where are these fighters in the U.S.? Why can't we have an Elvis that has 108 bouts on one of our favorite fighters' resumes so we can really do some live streams to make sense? I'm not getting this at all. This guy is ranked 1,552 globally out of 2,604. This man don't even hold resident in the constellation of the 5-star galaxy. He's half a star. He's not even whole important. He's half important of 1 star, not 2 star, not 3, 4, or 5. Amazing. 2 freaking whopping knockouts. Oh my God, boxing. Boxing. You're a slimy fella. Look at this. In the U.S., right? The U.S., they're dogging fighters out for 2 to 3 losses. But you have fighters across the pond and elsewhere who are hosting double-digit knockouts. And these U.S. critics are not even nowhere close to finding. Well, here you go. Paddy the Punisher, he is, I will admit, honestly, listen to me, hear me. He's honestly the first fighter that I've ever seen with this amount of experience of fighters on their box rec. It's amazing. Wow. I'm so taken back by this. You know, then Thursday. This is Thursday, right? Unbelievable. What a surprise. The electrician, he's really a killer. Paddy is a killer. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Now, you can't take looks for everything, but Paddy's a killer. He's been in there with some straight stone cold killers. Mark Butler, 2-3. Okay. Look, who has a Jimmy first on their record? Come on, y'all. Stop it. Stop. Put everything down what you're doing. Is you smoking? Just hold that shit away from your motherfucking mouth record. You ever seen a fighter with an opponent called Jimmy First on this shit? Jimmy First was 14-0 before he met Paddy the Punisher. And Paddy got that win. See, this is Paddy the Punisher right here. Josh Padley. Wow, he has Jimmy First on his regular. What about this? This is a little bit down south. You know what I'm saying? When you're chilling, you got that Julio on deck. Victor Julio, 16-7. Clayton Bricknell. This is the first time I'm hearing these names. Where are these guys at? Clayton Bricknell. Are you on rush number 15? You got the 2 stallions down there, and your sister got the Shetland pony. Oh, nice to meet you, mate. Seen you around. Clayton Bricknell, 4-8-1, superb record. Let me know if you ever need some sparring. I see you down there hitting the hell bays and all, beating up the pigs. Look, Lyndon, look at this, y'all. Lyndon Chirkup, 6-0. So Patty said, I'm going to fight fighters who have 200 bouts early in my career, and then I'm going to start chopping it down, and fighting fighters that has less than 20. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm an electrician. I don't want to break my elbows up punching these journeymen. But this is the first time I ever seen a fighter with somebody on their record called Jimmy First. Wow. Imagine what he did when he met his girl. You know what I'm saying? Are you sure? We're about to do it. Cross the line, cross over. So you want the Jimmy First? You want the Jimmy First? I'll give you the Jimmy First. Connor Doherty, 5-2. Very light, not comparable to his early opponents. And then Mark Chamberlain. Okay? Mark Chamberlain, 16-0. But as I started off this venture, his last knockout was in 4 rounds. So Shakur Stevenson, you might want to get him up out of there in 4 rounds. You know what I'm saying? You might want to get him up out in the 4th round, because a guy named Connor Doherty, who's 5-2 at 140 pounds, right? He took Patty 4 rounds, Shakur. He took him into the 4th round. I'm just saying. Mark Chamberlain took Patty the Punisher into the 10th round. And this is 140. So if you look, Patty has been shifting between 135 to 140. Yes. And he has some unbelievable numbers early on in his career. And he has 3.5 stars. So he has some real estate up in the boxing constellation. At 29 years of age, y'all. Unbelievable. Clap it up. I'm liking this Patty guy, Patty the Punisher. I'm liking this Patty the Punisher. He's a secret killer. When you look at his box rec, he looks a bit older than you see him now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, his hair don't look like that on the face-off. His hair doesn't look the same. But anyway, I must move on. And to be honest, I just want to share with you Patty the Punisher. Introduce him to the U.S. fan base. And I always like to basically let the U.S. boxing fans know that there's other fighters out here that you don't even give a damn about, that has worse criteria attached to their resume, and you all say nothing about it. Could you imagine having anybody look like black fighters with that many freaking losses? What? Jesus Christ. They wouldn't even be able to walk around in town. Dude, stop it. Why are you even on live? You shouldn't even be able to go on live with that many losses. Dude, you only got 2 knockouts, man, out of 162 bouts, man. Come on, bro. Why are you showing up at the gym, man? You don't have to, man. Just show up, man. You already know the routine. Go through the damn movement, man. Go through the motion. You know how to. You don't have to work out no more. Just eat some salads and goddamn, be a vegan, and you'll stay on weight, make money. Jesus Christ, bro. Okay, so I want to show you this too. Let me see if this is the right one. No, I don't know. That's not it. So if you saw these, this is Zhang and Caballero. Obviously size difference, but I have Zhang being outboxed by Caballero. That's just me. I think he's going to be his most dangerous early on in the fight. Zhang begins to fall apart as the longer the fight goes on. You know, I'm just being honest with you. I want to show you another fight. Look at the size difference of this right here. Yo, look at the size difference of that right there, y'all. You want to talk about wild and crazy? Look at the size difference of that right there. And I think that is, if I'm not mistaken, is that, let me see, let me check his pick right quick. Yeah. Jonatas Rodrigo Gomes de Oliveira, 29 years of age, Brazil. This man has 26 bouts already at 29 years of age. Okay? He's currently on, let me count to you in English. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 fight losing streak. 14 fight losing streak. Okay? The guy that's to the left. Okay? The guy that's to the left. The one that looks like he just escaped from a daycare in a town near you. Seems like the first baseman in the Little League team. That dude is super duper small. God damn. But I gotta share it with you though. I have to share. They look like they're not even in the same weight class, bro. Unbelievable. U.S. boxing fans, you do yourself a disservice the way you just wrangle your own fighters. And you have fighters out here that's way worse. Way worse. Let me see if I got the right one. Let me see. Ingel Gomez, is that you? I think that's Ingel Gomez. I think that's Ingel Gomez, bro. These fighters would be hiding out in these other countries. Bro, you have no idea of the record that they have. Jesus, man. Let me share something with you right quick. Because everybody want to run. We had the first scandal happen at Riyadh season. We have fighters falling out. But ultimately, we still have somewhat some entrees remaining on this card. Okay? Let me take this down. And check this out. This is some of the fighters on the card. Now, just imagine if it was promoters, because these individuals love complaining about promoters over here in the U.S. footprint on how they're fighting this fighter, you're fighting bum. Look at this now. Look at this. We're gonna go right here, 2-0 fighter. We don't need, but we're gonna go to the 8-42 fighter, yo. 8-42. 3 draws, 4 knockouts, and been stopped. Look at that. Fighter. Ho! When I give you command to fall out, you will fall out from boxing and throw your gloves over the power lines and never come back. Look at that. But they up here complaining about fighters with 1 or 2 losses, talking about you should retire. You got fighters out here with umpteen amount of straight losses, dog. He has 53 bouts at 25. Look at this dude. 25 years old. Wow. Unbelievable. Have half a star. 42 losses. Man, I can't even count how many straight losses he got right now. But all I'm saying is, this is the format of boxing. This system allows boxing to come from all walks of life. U.S. boxing fans, we have to do better with dogging out our fighters over here. We have to do better, bro. There's fighters in other countries that you never hear from because they're over there fighting. How am I the only one that want to talk about Paddy the Punisher's record? Stepping in there with Shakur Stevenson. All y'all doing, oh, thank God he has a replacement. Yeah, we can brag on him later. Oh, thank you. You know what I'm saying? But these fighters have double-digit losses, bro. It's crazy. Crazy, yo. I mean, we still have some fights left over. For real, we have some fights left over. Let me see, can I get the audio? Let me see, can I get the audio of this? I don't want to. They have Zhang up there. Check this out, bro. They have Zhang, who's obviously a big ass heavyweight. He's up there playing Fatal Fury. No, I'm not even going to do that. I'm not going to get off top. I want to go to Mauricio Sulaiman. I'm transitioning to Mauricio Sulaiman. Okay? I have to transition over to Mauricio Sulaiman. Okay? Let's get into something that I want to know what y'all think. Do you believe this is something that's going to turn out like we've had in the past? The Super 6 or something like that? We have the Boxing Grand Prix. All the fights is going to be in Riyadh season. Let me run down some of the format that's going to take place. It's called the WBC Grand Prix. You're going to be able to have young talent, y'all, from different countries. The divisions, there's 4 divisions that this Grand Prix consists of. Featherweight, super lightweight, middleweight, and heavyweight. Once again, featherweight, 126 pounds. Super lightweight, 140 pounds. Middleweight, 160 pounds. And heavyweight, okay? 32 fighters. So some of those fighters I just went over on Paddy's freaking resume and all the other fighters. You have to be a certain age, but I don't know what the prerequisites is for your record, because no one's going to convince me that 32 fighters in a division are sitting at no losses. You have 32 fighters per division, 128 fighters total. The first part of the WBC Grand Prix is that it will be 6 rounders. And then the finals will consist of 8-round fights. First half, 6-round fights. The second half, 8-round fights. Okay, this is the WBC Grand Prix. It will be 5 events total. So you take the amount of fighters, 32 fighters per division for a total of 128, and you have to say to yourself 5 events, and you do the calculation how many fights they're going to have per 5 events to narrow it down to the finals. It's going to be somewhat like an amateur tournament. Okay, moving on. There are rules. There will be no draws. Open scoring will be permitted, I believe, after the second round. Instant replay will be enforced. So you can only imagine. Instant replay will be enforced. And it starts of April of 2025, y'all. So there's a whole lot of shuffling and ruffling going on to get all these fighters into this tournament. So once again, this is a total of 41 countries, y'all. 41 countries, bro. 32 fighters per division, 128 fighters, including 41 countries, man. I'm just curious to how many is coming from the U.S. This will be a tournament style bracket format, which Mauricio Sulaiman spoke about today for the WBC Boxing Grand Prix, that consists of 4 divisions, 32 fighters per division, total 128 fighters. Second half When it comes to the finals, will be 8 rounds, and the first half will be 6-round fights. 5 total events, open scoring after the second round, no draws, and instant replay will be enforced. Starts April, and it will consist of tournament-style bracketing. We always said we wanted to go back to tournament-style boxing, right? It just so happens not going to be over here for us to drop in and say, you know what, man, hey, I was thinking to myself, hey, babe, you want to go up here to this tournament, this WBC tournament, man? Yeah, they stopping through over here. They in our state. I don't think that's going to happen. All the fights are going to be over in Saudi. This is where it comes down to, like, do we actually complain that we're not getting any of that fight? Now that's becoming clear and obvious that it's a lot that Riyadh Season and Turki Al-Sheikh is doing for boxing. But what they have done is basically extract, all right? Extract fighters from our global footprint. And those fights are going on over there in the comfort of their local Saudi Arabia sands, out of reach for us over here in the U.S. What he's done is made it damn near impossible for some of these big fight cards for us to actually show up with a freaking purchase ticket, wherever that ticket may be, wherever the seating may be, just to drop in and go to a fight card. That's unfortunate. You know, our fighters who are in the sport of boxing, they're just not proprietary to the U.S., so they can go. It's global, right? You can go in other countries and fight. So these are some of the X's that we're seeing with Turki Al-Sheikh and Riyadh Season. Some of the big fights that we would love to see and be a part of. We're not going to be able to do that over there, you know, paying that expense, the travel, the lodging, all the itinerary expenses that you're going to pay with food to go over there to Saudi on the regularity. It's just not going to happen. So there's some checks and there's some X's. There's some pluses and there's some minuses to this shit. But to have a tournament style where you're going to include 41 countries and none of the fights are going to be in the U.S., Turkey? Damn, you already spending an incredible amount of money on the tournament itself, but none is going to be in the U.S.? We love seeing other countries come over here and box. Hell yeah. I mean, when the Olympics is coming to a state, man, we're like, damn, I want to go see these fights, bro. Unfortunately, we're seeing some of these sticker broad bushes, as we call them. We're seeing them blossoming when it comes to Riyadh Season. And it's nothing that we can blame them for, because we have plenty of time to get it together over here, to work with other promotions so they can do and have joint adventures like this, like a Grand Prix. You know what I'm saying? Even the Super 6, you got to look at the fighters that was in that and where it was held. World Boxing Series, that has since, you know, the doors was closed, man. Windows boarded. Now we got a WBC Grand Prix of 41 freaking countries. And for what I understand, all of them going to be over there in Saudi. That's crazy. It's almost like, let this be a lesson to what we've been doing over here in the U.S. We're just dogging out boxing as a whole, shitting on fighters, talking shit to them when they show up to your panels, believing that's how you got to treat them. Let this be a lesson, because in the next 2 to 3 years, this what you're seeing right now is only the beginning, bro. We're going to be watching boxing on television without having access to go to some of these big cards, because Turki Al-Sheikh is telling you, he's showing you who he is. Real talk when it comes to the money. He said, my budget is the way it is and you can't do shit about it. I'm bringing these fighters over here. And if you're a U.S. fighter that's going over there or from any country, you need to be fully aware to try to go over there and maintain your health and don't get sick. I hope they change that weigh-in restriction so these fighters don't have to weigh in twice on fight week. I don't like that. We just had 2 fights dropped from the card due to sickness. And I'm not saying Daniel Dubois had to hit the scales like that, but even with the food, one of the mega cards that we ever seen in a long time, slowly but surely crumbling. Torn meniscus, Achilles tears, slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? Hamstring pulls, slowly but surely. Incapacitation is right there. For real. Arthritic, cataracts. Every hour that tick by, something else is going on with this fight card. And wouldn't we know, man? We had to say to ourselves, damn, this is too good to be true. Will every fight make it to the stage on fight night? And when you know, one of the main fights we was looking forward to, Kid Austin sick. Another fight we was looking forward, Dubois becomes ill. Now they have to find Joseph Parker, an absolute total different opponent, and it might be to his detriment. It might be to his detriment, bro. My God, man. That sucks. That sucks. I ain't gonna lie. But this right here, man, this shit, it looks wild, doesn't it? It look like there's in 2 different No. It looked like the guy to the left is a minimum weight, and the dude over here is like 140. Jeez, man, that's wild right there. That picture right there is freaking wild, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's wild. But shout out to this fight right here, Shakur Stevenson, WBC lightweight champ. Put some respect on his name. Patty the Punisher on deck. Patty has so much experience on this record. I don't know if it's gonna help him when he finally touched gloves with Shakur to open the fight, on the opening round. I don't know. But I've never seen a fighter with that many fights that Patty has, for his first opponent to be so experienced with that many losses, and oh my God, I have never seen it before. To be honest, I've never seen it before. Shout out to everybody on the chat, man. Jesus Christ, bro. You know what it is when a mission aborted. What mission? What mission? Hey, man, y'all gonna stop goddamn just trying to trounce. You know what I'm saying? Drub. Y'all up here drubbing freaking the integrity of Floyd Schofield. Man, he's a youngin', man. Why would you think he's scared of Shakur, who y'all say don't have punching power? Why would he be scared? That's crazy. Why? Well, I don't know, man. I didn't say it was poison. I'm going off what the media has released. The reports are out there. You know? Shout out to the boxing queen Jessica in the building. Trump team to head to Saudi Arabia. Damn. So Dillian, the real replacement. The only replacement. I mean, look, if you're talking about, first of all, let me check first before I speak on that. Because of all people who I wouldn't want to see be a replacement for Joseph Parker, is Dillian freaking White. Individuals whose name is spelled W-H-Y-T-E instead of the usual basic context, W-H. Oh my God. Dubois out, Parker fight council replacement sought. So I don't see it here. Let me go to boxing scene. Let me go to somewhere else. Who is Joseph Parker replacement? Joseph Parker replacement. Who? I don't see anything about Dillian White out here as of yet. I'm not saying, I just read it in the chat. I don't see anything about Dillian White. I pray that it's not Dillian White, because I still remember when he was up on the cards against drug cheat Alexander Povetkin, and then I see him snoozing, deep sleep. I mean, I think Dillian was past REM at that time. It wasn't REM sleep at all. It's the type of sleep that you come out the club at 3:34 a.m. and all you've been drinking is lemon shot after lemon shot. 143 losses. Yeah, bro. That shit crazy. They're breeding professional losers. Oh my God. What? I've never seen some shit like that, bro. I seen fighters periodically, like Strickland's, Ramirez. I've seen fighters who have a lot of freaking losses. I'm talking about in the hundreds. But for a fighter with the amount of experience that Patty has, wow. If a U.S. fighter was on the rankings and he had some of those fighters like that consistently, man, he would be raked across the coals easy. Is Bacoli ready, though? Is Bacoli ready? When they just saying Team Bacoli was like, he can't get a fight after what he did to Jared Anderson? Huh? Isn't that what they were saying? I haven't seen anything. I'm out here looking. I don't see anything about Dillian White yet. Nor do I see anything out here with Bacoli. So Jeffrey said that's a replacement. I haven't seen it. Let me go over here. Okay. Let me check something right quick. I know where I can find it. I know where I can find it. Dubois outdo the Ilden Joseph Parker's new opponent. So this is new updates. I don't see anything about no freaking where they talk about Bacoli as of yet. Okay, this may be it right here. This is going to be So Bacoli is next. Shout out to Yafai, however you pronounce your name. Appreciate the info, bro. Appreciate the info, because I went live before that was dropped, but shout out to you, man. Thanks for dropping the info, the 411. This is the wild part about that information. Okay, y'all ready? And y'all need to control your tempers too, because I really can't see y'all behind that screen. But how in the hell is Shakur getting a patty and Joseph Parker is getting a Hulk? How is Shakur getting a patty and Joseph Parker is getting the mercenary? This dude has came off a brutal stoppage of Jared Anderson, and now Joseph Parker gets a last-minute replacement of Bacoli? They need to start the goddamn transformation music like they used to do in the Hulk. That's what they need to start playing when he starts to transform. Right? I mean, he's about to get the Hulk. Joseph Parker is about to get a Coley. Oh my God. It's nowhere close. Shakur gets a super duper. I'm talking about, oh my goodness, bro. Wow. Shakur gets a soft, mushy gummy bear. Joseph Parker gets a Kodiak mixed with a silverback, mixed with motherfucking honey badger, mixed with a mountain lion, Marvel Comics. This mug gets a mercenary, bro. Joseph Parker gets a mercenary. Someone he couldn't prepare for, man. And Joseph Parker, good dude, though, but I think he's about to get released from his consciousness. As in Shakur Stevenson. Shakur is going into this fight. I mean, he got to take Patty serious based off his resume. Patty's been in there with some journeymen. I'm talking about some platinum members, journeymans too. I learned something today. It's not like I totally didn't know about fighters out there with records like this. But the first fight I ever seen in Patty the Punisher is his first fight to have all those journeymans on his freaking record, yo. And where these guys are located in boxing. We can't really locate fighters over here in the US with records like that in abundance. But now I know in other countries, yes. But I seriously doubt the criticism precipitates the same over there than it does over here. Because these guys and these men and these women who speak on boxing, man, they come in there swinging axes, machetes, goddamn lightning bolts, guillotines, butterfly knives, chopping these fighters all up, man, bleeding them out. Over 2 to 3 losses, yo. Over 2 to 3 fucking losses. And Patty the Punisher is Shakur Stevenson's freaking opponent with a 64-inch reach. And height-wise, it doesn't look like too much the same. But I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Patty seems like he's either let his hair grow out or he got some hair replacement. His hair on his box rec don't look the same as it do now. He look like a totally different fighter. You know what I'm saying? I guess he got that electrician money, and he went out there and said, you know what? I'm about to get myself right so I can start thinking about, getting out of these streets. Finding me a lady, start a family, whatever. He might be married already. But the thought process between Shakur Stevenson and Joseph Parker, man, goddamn it, I know it's different. Shakur Stevenson chilling. It's not a good look. Patty the Punisher, they say, Eddie Hearns went over there. For real, they say Eddie Hearns went over there and looks on Craigslist, and they saw an ad out there that said fighter looking for willing to fight for money. And Patty the Punisher had his picture up there. Eddie said, "Oh, Mike, wouldn't you know? Let me get on the phone and call him ASAP." Patty, you know what I mean? This is Eddie. How you doing? I saw your ad on Craigslist. Are you ready? What's the scales looking like? 140. Oh, Mike, I'm sending a rep down there now. Put you on the scales, send you through the medicals. I want you to come over here to Saudi and face a world champion. You get to fight your world championship fight, and we're gonna pay you very handsomely. We'll fill your pockets. But Joseph Parker in there. Hey man, Joseph Parker in there right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. He probably don't have no fingernails. Joseph Parker just got back from lunch. Joseph don't have no fingernails anymore. His shit red. his shit is gone. Hey man, I think I'm coming down ill. Joseph, you don't dare do it, Joseph. They will always call you a quitter, Joseph. Don't you dare quit, Joseph. Man, why they have to give me? They gave Shakur a patty. I got a monster. I got a Bacoli. The Beast Bacoli. No way that's fair, man. That's no. They gave me the Beast Bacoli. Bacoli is not a patty. Man, that is fucked up, yo. Anyway, let me get back to the chat, man. Thanks, Yaffy, once again. Appreciate that. Let me go back to where there we go. Yaffy said Parker versus McCauley. Crazy. Oh, man, shit. Samar, what's good? You know, I love my Brits. You know what I'm saying? When Emmanuel Augusta fought Mayweather, he was 22 and 16. How did that go? Matter of fact, Mayweather said that was his toughest fight. I'm not sure why you put that up there, because I didn't say that we didn't have fighters with double-digit losses. I said not to that extreme. And the bunch, the group, the numbers over there in Nicaragua, UK, all these foreign countries that these boxers can't come over here. They're not being recognized. They're building up. Just like the guy they was talking about yesterday, that called Shakur out. He's 42-0. You look at his record. He's 42-0. You look at his record. He's like, okay, I see you've been playing Jenga when it comes to your resume. You've been stacking them. Okay. All right. This dude came out of nowhere and say, hey, I'm ready. I'm 42-0. I'm at lightweight. I looked on this dude's record. I was like, Jesus. Hey, man, that's the format of boxing, though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Yaffy, I get that what you're saying. Boxing knowledge, okay. We already know where Patty is ranked, but he didn't prepare for Shakur Stevenson. That's all I'm saying. He wasn't the one that was in line. And yes, salute to you for dropping it, but we already looked at the rankings and see what Patty is at. I think Schofield was in the bottom half of the top 15. But he's a more familiar name when it comes to the barometer of popularity. When you deal with that type of metric, boxing sometimes go with the popularity, not the positioning of a fighter in the rankings. We see it all the time. But yeah, you're absolutely correct. Oh, that's nasty work. Yeah. Talk that. Yeah, we've been absolutely agreeing. When I say we, I'm over here. I have to take affiliate. I have to take accountability by affiliation and residence. You know what I'm saying? And citizenship. I have to, encapsulate that all together and say I take full responsibility, for being in a country where I've been a part of strict criticism of fighters. In some point in time, I'm no way, shape, or form innocent. I'm saying I'm not without criticism myself. But to see a fighter with that many, I'm talking about right off the gate, Patty was fighting a fighter with that many fights, journeymen. All these fighters is in other countries, and they're not even 30 years old, and they have like 100 damn fights, man. They're not even 30, yo. I mean, just imagine how many fights they're gonna have when they're retired. A journeyman, their longevity is way more Look, you got to look at it. They have way more longevity than a fighter over here in the U.S. because they're going into that without the 8-week training camp. They're just saying, okay, I'm ready. They eat right, they maintain a certain weight, and they go in there and get beat. So they might have, depending on who they are, how much damage they don't take, they may have a longer career. Because if you're not 30, if you're below 30 years of age, and you have that many losses on your record, wow. Wow. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. That beast Bacoli. The beast behemoth Bacoli. The beast behemoth Bacoli is about to rearrange Joseph Parker's freaking quest to continue. I think his retirement papers may be on that goddamn right hand of Bacoli. We're gonna see. Joseph Parker, he may stay on the outside and make it a boring fight or a safe fight for him. Stay on the outside, box. I don't know, man. This is, you gotta look at Bacoli too. Bacoli didn't train for Joseph. Joseph didn't train for Bacoli. Hold on for a second. Where am I at? I'm just breezing through the comments. Shakur looks uncomfortable, Samad. To me, Shakur looks uncomfortable. He looks miserable. I mean, how are you supposed to promote a fight? Will you have had different energy for Floyd? It just looked miserable, dog. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, it's a difference between looking mad all the time. I can see if you had that persona like Mike Tyson or something, but bro, I don't know, man. Popularity has more people coming to see your fights. Promoters care about who fills the most seats. No name boxers aren't gonna bring in more fans or money to them, is a fact. I agree with you on that. Parker coming in heavier is gonna be worse for him. He relies on the slick boxing and movement. He's gonna need that against Bacoli. Well, the weigh-ins haven't happened yet, right? I mean, if he felt that facing Daniel Dubois, a much lighter fighter, and it's been discovered that Daniel has pretty decent cardio with what we've been seeing from his Jarrell Miller fight, Philippe Herkovic, and Anthony Joshua. So I don't know what the plan was if you're saying Joseph Park was coming in heavy for Dubois, because that wouldn't make any sense for a fighter who's much lighter and nimble. You know what I'm saying? Like Daniel Dubois. I could see if he was fighting Bacoli now. He's fighting Jarrell Miller or somebody who was heavier. But to do that with Dubois, who's one of the lighter heavyweights, the more fit heavyweight, that has pretty decent cardio for Joseph Parker, if you're saying, what you're saying, to come in heavier, that don't make any sense to me. But it is your response. You know what I'm saying? But Parker coming in heavier is going to be worse for him. I mean, I don't think Parker will come in heavier just because it's Bacoli now, because you didn't train with all that freaking weight. So whatever you want to rehydrate, it's not going to help you against Bacoli. I'll just stick to whatever weight he went through camp and they decided on for Dubois, who's a much lighter, faster, lateral moving, mobile fighter, instead of just rehydrating, because it's not going to be enough to compensate for that beast behemoth Bacoli. I like that they kind of patched that up with a Bacoli instead of a Patty. For real, I like they patched it up with a Bacoli instead of a Patty. That's interesting right there. The Congo Destroyer is about to return back to the ring. He has been known to damage fighters, bro. You see how Jared Anderson looked after that Bacoli massacre? Bro, he was damn near about to get knocked out again, bro. Bacoli just sitting there. Whoa. He's no good no more. Hey, send him a card. Get well, Hallmark. Send him. I don't like that. I asked his family for forgiveness. I don't like that. Did I do that? Oh, he looks bad. Oh, all I did was hit him with 20 uppercuts. Jeez. Look, he's about to get knocked out. I feel bad for the young brother. But hey, I had to do my job. I mean, god damn, Bacoli put them hands on people, and they're not the same. Let's see if Joseph Parker has what it takes, man, to crack the Bacoli code. It is rumored that Bacoli has stopped Oleksandr Usyk in sparring, and he has stopped Daniel Dubois in sparring. It has been said, y'all, that is indeed the truth. Lee was saying Joseph should come in heavier against Dubois. Made no sense to me as well, but he said he believes his guys should be heavier. I don't know about heavier because, and appreciate the info, man. I don't know about heavier when we seen Fury come in heavy. You know, he came in light the first time, heavy the second, but yet the smarter team in Oleksandr Usyk was working on wrestling in the clinch to separate themselves from Fury, leaning on him and trying to fatigue him during the fight. He never allowed Fury to gain control of the clinch when they was on the inside. And come to find out, Usyk was working on wrestling, removing himself from the clinch so he wouldn't be held down and he would have to use up more energy than needed. And Fury came in there much heavier than he did the first fight, I guess in hope to go back to what worked for him when he fought Wilder or something. Because he really didn't have to do anything against Dillian White. He just went in there and treated him like he was a goddamn duffel bag. Get off me, nigga. Shit, get your ass over there. So for Parker to come in, sometimes these fighters, hey, you gotta tell, hey, I don't see the logic in me coming in heavier against a lighter Dubois. Dubois is one of the more in shape heavyweights that we got out there right now. I mean, I'm talking about Caballero's in great shape too. Fast hands. He's a problem. He's gonna beat Zhang. I guarantee it. Caballero's beating Zhang. He's one of those ones that has pretty decent cardio too. But Dubois, on the other hand, what he's been demonstrating, to me, it would be ill-advised for Parker to come in heavier. That just don't make any sense. I'm confused, man. I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? I'm confused. Yeah. I just can't calibrate it all the way in yet, but I'm a bit confused, Mike. I don't know why Joseph Parker was even thinking about coming in there a bit heavier. I mean, your lungs ain't telling you, hey, that's stupid. Hey, stupid. What are you doing, stupid? You're putting on weight. You're drinking all that liquid. You're going to get yourself knocked out. Stop with all the rubbish. You want to be looking up at the lights, Mike. I don't know, man. Sometimes the fighters have to step in and say, I don't think that's a good idea, bro. Dubois coming in heavier? What are you going to do? Get him up against the ropes or something? I mean, what the... You going to push him up against the ropes and hope he can stay there and you can put some work in, go to the body? You know what I'm saying? Land some significant punches on the inside? I mean, that's not you, Joseph. That's not you. If Shakur goes a distance with Patty, they say about his hand strength test he took. Yeah. See, I'm not trying to make this about, putting Shakur Stevenson on Comedy Central. I'm really trying to show some love, real talk. I mean, when it's just hard for me to just let it go. Like, why would you even do that? First of all, why would you even do that? Why would the zone do that? Why would they have the fighters up there doing grip strength? Even though I truly believe in grip strength, I do. I'm one of those advocates for grip strength. I do. I believe my grip strength would be up there easily with freaking Beterbiev. I do. Because you have to work on grip strength. Just like a rock climber, you have to work on grip strength. A boxer, just because you're a boxer doesn't mean you have good grip strength. A boxer saying you can box and you can do this and that. You have to do certain exercises for your hands to, to be able to have that type of grip strength. I know people are going to be like, but I would challenge anybody to grip strength contest on this YouTube, period. Real talk. Anybody. I'm pretty confident in my grip strength. I mean, you're talking about somebody who worked on that damn near every day. You know what I'm saying? Especially when time I came in this service all the way out. It's a reason for it. You know what I'm saying? The older you get, though, you have to keep, doing it, because the older you get, you do put wear and tear on doing certain exercises for grip strength with your wrist and forearms. You know what I'm saying? And me doing the exercise, I'm not going to say what it is, over and over again, I've had 2 elbow surgeries, bilateral elbow surgeries for nerve damage, doing those type of exercises for grip strength. But yeah, it should be quite interesting for Shakur if he wasn't able to make a full fist, a clenched fist with his right hand. That's a problem. But I am hoping Shakur Stevenson go in here and flip Patty over, flip him over again, cook him, and get him up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Have the stove on high. Ding, ding. Go in there and goddamn tell him, no, this is not what you thought it would be. I appreciate you coming over here, being open, maintaining discipline, being within the weight standards. But no, I'm not taking you all the way to the 12. I hope you get him up out of there. For real. Shakur, every round that you last or allow Patty, the Punisher, to be in there throwing punches, you're not in Newark. You're not the main event, so you don't have to cater to the crowd, Shakur. You over in Saudi Arabia. We have bigger fights on the card than yours, so you can go in there and knock him out in the first round if you want to. Just text me and let me know so I can put some money on you, okay? Let's be honest, put some money on you if you're gonna, just text me and shit. You don't have to say anything. Just send me a DM. Say, hey, I'm getting him up out of there first round. You have to stick to that though, okay? That's all I'm saying. Hey, I don't care. I'm all for it. Real talk. I'm all for it. I go grip strength with anybody on here that say they're a content creator in this boxing shit with grip strength. The one thing about grip strength, you just can't get it just because somebody said they got higher grip strength, so they're gonna start squeezing. That's something you gotta always do. It always has to be an exercise that you're doing for grip strength. I'm being honest. Bro. You just can't get up here and start squeezing in 30 days and say, okay, let's do it. It doesn't work like that. Just ask rock climbers. The finger strength that they have over time, they got some long fucking fingers carrying that body weight. There's exercises out here you can have grip strength by, imagine, carrying 200 pounds, doing bar exercises and all these freaking finger strengthening exercises for grip strength. I mean, you got to do it over and over, years after years after years, bro. I challenge anybody on this bitch for money, strictly off grip strength for money. Real talk. I'm not bullshitting. I guarantee you I'm not going to squeeze 33 kilograms. Hey, that might be where it is with Shakur. But I know I got better grip strength than Zhang, even though he probably got some big ass hands. You know what I'm saying? Them heavyweights, I'm not worried about that. The only one that does exercises that I know he probably got some crazy grip strength is Beterbiev. Yeah. I think, from what I've seen with his exercises, he's been doing that for years. You have to do this shit for years in order to have grip strength. You know what I'm saying? You got to have enough grip strength that you're making a fist and you're squeezing your own hand. You can make it. If you can't make your own hand hurt, you don't have no grip strength work or anything. If you can't make your own fingers hurt, doing grip strength exercises, that's not the question. Anyway, it's an hour and a half. Let me see if anything else is broke. Any news is broke yet? I'm trying to find out if any more news is. Okay. Joseph Parker would now fight. Okay, let me put this up here thanks to Yaffe. You know what I'm saying? Because I went, hold up. I went live before this even broke. But I'm just going to put it up here for you all in the chat. To make it official, okay? To make it official. And it's hard to do grip strength tests unless you have something on both ends that's calibrated correctly, or holding something for a long period of time. But here is Boxing Scene's article that they have on Bakole being the next opponent, and it said within a couple of hours of being rumored that Daniel Dubois has suffered a viral infection and would therefore be unable to defend his IBF heavyweight title. Joseph Parker had the name of new opponent. His opponent on Saturday is now going to be Martin Bakole. Just that name alone. I need to go to the gun shop. Yes, I need that goddamn Gatling gun over there, goddamn, that big Bakole there. I don't think one shot would do it. I don't think we're dealing with pistols, goddamn it. We want a goddamn Gatling gun. Heavyweight currently based in Scotland, who has agreed to step in and fight Parker at just 48 hours notice. This might be the detriment of Bakole, because I know he's dying to get his name out there for a title shot. Joseph Parker will now face Martin Bakole in a heavyweight clash on Saturday night after Daniel Dubois was ruled out due to illness. The Ring via their social media account. Bakole has been hungry for an opportunity like this for a while, and although the timing is perhaps not ideal, he seemingly had no hesitation in taking it when offered to him. In fact, his trainer, Billy Nelson, jumped on social media not long after news Dubois' illness broke in order to write the following. We have instructed our promoter to tell the appropriate people that Martin Bakole is ready to fly to Saudi Arabia to fight Joseph Parker. No problem whatsoever. Bakole, 21 victories, 1 defeat, 16 knockouts, has got his wish. Now, to be honest, do you think it was a good choice for the heavyweight Bakole? Dangerous heavyweight. He is a dangerous heavyweight. Now, I have to give Joseph Parker his props too. Joseph Parker is one of the best heavyweights out there, yo. Even though he's been on the canvas like many heavyweights. and Bakole doesn't have an unblemished record. But do you believe Just hear me. Do you believe he made a good choice? A solid, competent choice where he's at in the heavyweight division? I think he did. Dude has incredible power. Joseph Parker don't have that Bacoli, that beast behemoth Bacoli power, but he does know how to box. Joseph Parker knows how to box. He is a former world champion. He has already been on the throne for which Bacoli is trying to achieve. That's point blank, period. Joseph Parker has already been there. Yeah, he lost it to Anthony Joshua, but now he gets the opportunity that he wasn't looking for. He was about to fight for the IBF to become two-time if he was able to defeat Daniel Dubois. Now he's going in there with a motherfucking monster, dog. He's going in there with the beast behemoth Bacoli. Oh my God. This has just gotten dark. This fight card, man, I'm telling you, Riyadh, man, it's some ominous shit that be popping off over there, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It be some ominous shit popping off, man. I'm saying Shakur gets a patty. For real. Shakur, you're gonna still, hear criticism that you had the softest touch out of the fights that dropped out. But we don't care about that, man. Go in there and handle your business, bro. But I wonder if those who's been, pushing the pins to the cushion, throwing all those darts, those poisonous darts at freaking Schofield's character and integrity. Since Daniel Dubois came ill, is this going to lessen the criticism that's being projected towards Schofield? I mean, because Dubois has came ill. Facts. So that should lessen. You know what I'm saying? How they was very optimistic that freaking Schofield was being honest. So now that Dubois came down ill and his fight is off, y'all should give Kid Austin an apology, because they are in a foreign country. You have to get acclimated. The physical anatomy is different for everybody. Their immune system is quite different. So therefore, it is what it is, bro. It ain't no ifs, ands, none of that shit. It is what it is. It's different. That's all I'm saying, yo. You go to these foreign countries, yeah, you can get sick. Shout out to Puma in the building, man. I see you. What's going on with you, bro? Man. Hey, BG say he got Bacoli. A lot of people got Bacoli. By death. Shit. By decapitation. Hey, a lot of people got Bacoli by memorial service. Shit. Hey, tell me how you would feel. Mr. White, you got a minute? I just want to let you know we found you an opponent. I know you're just hoping you won't get a paycheck, but yes, we found you an opponent so you can work for that check. I mean, nothing to worry about. It's just a lightweight opponent. You still I don't know how to bring it to you. But the ball's out. And Bacoli's your next opponent. Oh, hold up. What Bacoli? You talking about, you meant Okoli? No, sir. The Congo Beast. Yes, the Congo Hulk. That guy. You know the one that changed Jared Anderson's life forever? Him. The behemoth beast Bacoli. Yeah, that's your new opponent. He's en route right now. The good thing is, you don't have to drop weight. But you might want to see if your will is up to date. Joseph Parker, I swear to God, his fingernails are gone, y'all. He done gnawed the he was gnawing the shit out of his nails. Oh my God, why Boston keep trying to fuck me over? God damn. of all fighters, man, why couldn't I get a motherfucking Alexander Povetkin off suspension? Where's Robert Helenius at? Is he suspended? He's back. You could have gave me a Jermaine Franklin, Jerry Forrest, Carlos Takam, somebody. But you had to go to the goddamn Congo, the jungles of Congo, and find Bakoli. Bakoli was minding his effing business. And you give me Bakoli of all people? Hey, Joseph Parker was like, what did I ever do to you? What are you saying? This isn't right. I feel like I'm being thrown to slaughter. It seems like I'm being thrown to slaughter. This is unfair. I don't care about a check anymore. I'm caring about my life. You know what I mean? Joseph Parker over there said, I feel like I'm being, you know, a lamb to slaughter. I'm being sacrificed. Hey, man. Hey, it's a lot of boxers. Hey, y'all. It's a lot of boxers who, in this particular case, right? It's a lot of fighters that you don't get the same impact when you say their name. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, your last minute replacement is going to be Helenius. Okay, all right, cool. Let me go tell my coach and everything. Okay, you know, I'm going to get some rest and all that shit. Hey, your next opponent is going to be Jermaine Franklin. You know the guy who fought Joshua? Yeah, he just got a little fight sitting there. Oh, okay, fine. That's what's up, man. Good deal, guy. You know, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Real talk. Hey, man, I don't know if you heard yet, but we found you a new opponent, man. Yeah, it's Chris Arreola. Oh, for real? He's still fighting? Oh, man. Yeah. Good one. Good pick. Hey, tell the matchmaker, I appreciate that. I owe him one. When we get back to the rear, man, hey, drinks on me. Yeah, okay. Cool. And then they say, hey, you got a minute? You want to sit down? We found you an opponent, it's Bakoli. What do you mean? His whole accent changed. Yeah. What did you do that for me? What did you do that to me for? Bakoli. What does he need? What does he have to do with this? With Joseph Parker, you know that he is a heavyweight. I understand all of that, but I was just in a position to fight for a title. Now I'm fighting for my life. Who do you mean? I'm not fighting for my freaking life here. You go get the beast of the Congo jungle. I'm telling you, man, his whole accent changed. Parker be like, I don't get it. Where's the matchmaker at? Take me to that bastard. I don't agree with this at all. I was just in for a title shot, fighting for a title. And now I'm fighting for my bloody life. I'm telling you, it's just going to be crazy, y'all. It's going to be freaking crazy. When Bakoli is your last minute replacement. Big Bakoli, the last dude I seen dancing out there next to Bakoli, and Bakoli's looking at him. You have no idea. Your body is about to move for all the wrong reasons. You dance now. And you're going to cry later. No problem. Dance. Laugh. You saw how Bakoli was looking at Jared Anderson? He was like, what is this dude doing? Do he know how dangerous I am? Do you know I'm a straight killer? Do you know what comes out the jungles of Congo? What are you doing? Dancing next to me? You're disrespectful. Oh, man. I don't know what the fuck Jared Anderson was thinking, but Congo, the Congo beast behemoth, is set to fight Parker. And they already done put that flyer together and everything. Damn. What are they talking about? Hold up, yo. Hold up, yo. This can't be right. Let me see if this up to date. Let me see if this up to date info before I even speak on it. I don't want to be a fool and speak on something that's not up to date. No, that's old. Okay. Yeah, you gotta do your homework on some of this shit people be dropping when Bacoli get picked and then they want to talk about Anderson. Okay, hold on for a second. Okay, I'm back, man. Shout out to OG Bruce Guys Boxing Jazz some more on deck. Bill's Boot Camp on deck. Yeah, man. We're gonna see what else plays out. I had to check on some information. People put stuff out like it just happened. You gotta be careful about that, man. Because people be putting out false information, attach it with new information, and you be out here looking crazy because they put it with something that was new and it's old. But y'all might wanna, I like Joseph Parker. He's a nice guy. But this might be a knockout loss for him. I'd be surprised if it isn't. I mean, look, to be honest, Joseph Parker has the experience to go in there with the Bacoli. He's been world champion already. And he's been in there with some big names. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people thought he lost the fight against Andy Ruiz way back in the day before Andy Ruiz got his shot with Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? They felt that, his disclaimer when he was stepping there with Joshua, and a lot of people didn't know who he was. They were saying that, well, we felt that he beat Joseph Parker. And then he went on to get the unified chip by defeating Anthony Joshua. So Joseph Parker knows what to do experience-wise with his last-minute replacement, but this is a beast coming off the destruction, decimation, annihilation of Jared Anderson, who took it upon himself to dance next to this man like it was a celebratory dance. And Bacoli looked at this man. Look, do y'all remember how Bacoli looked at him? He was looking at this guy like, you really have no idea of how danger close you are. When we finally step in the ring, you have no idea who I am. And Jared might have been feeling good off some other stuff, but Coley was really looking at him and giving him that look like, man, I'm gonna destroy you, bro. You have no idea. You can't stand my power. You know, he said it. A lot of people didn't give it any credibility. He say, I know he's gonna fold. And look, me being ringside, seeing Jared Anderson take some punches from Charles Martin. Charles Martin is not considered a knockout artist, you know, per se. But I said, okay, I done seen him get rocked by Charles Martin. And he, you know, still fought through it. I thought he was going to do a bit better with McCauley, but it just proved to be too much. It just proved to be entirely too much. When people are cracking you over the head with suitcases that are way past the weight limit, and they say, hey, we got to charge you extra for this, and you grab it and you crack it over the person's head and some clothes fall out there, say, hey, how much it weighs now? Oh, good job. It's under the limit now. Okay. I'm just saying. But shout out to the hottest chat in the MFN game, man. I shall return whenever that may be. Appreciate the ones who popped in. Hit the button on your way out. Continue to support. I appreciate you. I'm out.